Imagine this. It's 2025. You wake up, pour your cereal, and your phone buzzes. Again. First it was floods, then earthquakes, and now there's a volcanic ash warning? Welcome to Earth, where nature occasionally reminds us who's really in charge. In this video, we're diving into every major natural disaster that could happen this year, in escalating order of chaos. Let's go from mildly inconvenient to globally catastrophic. Don't forget to subscribe to In Theory before Mother Nature gets moody again. Number 1, sinkholes. Let's start small, literally. Sinkholes happen when the ground beneath us, usually limestone, dissolves over time, creating a hidden underground void. Eventually, the surface collapses and poof, your backyard is suddenly a crater. The most dramatic ones? Like the 2021 Mexico sinkhole that swallowed an entire house and half a cornfield. Globally, sinkholes cause an estimated $300 million in property damage each year. Imagine a major sinkhole opening in central Rome. Streets buckle, cars fall in, and ancient structures could be at risk. Emergency services would be overwhelmed, and daily life in the Eternal City would come to a literal standstill. Good news? Most sinkholes are rare and localized. Bad news? You don't usually see them coming. Number 2, tornadoes. Tornadoes are like nature's angry vacuum cleaners, spinning columns of air that touch down and tear everything to bits. The US alone gets over 1,000 tornadoes a year. The most powerful can exceed 300 miles per hour, 480 kilometers per hour. That's faster than an F1 car. In 2011, a single tornado in Joplin, Missouri, caused $2.8 billion in damage and killed 158 people. Imagine a tornado outbreak in the outskirts of Dallas, Texas. Entire suburbs flattened, power lines down, and emergency shelters overrun. Infrastructure damage could take months to recover. Tornadoes might be geographically limited, but if you're in the zone, they're terrifyingly efficient at rearranging your furniture and your neighborhood. Next up, flooding, the most common and costly disaster worldwide. From monsoon deluges to snowmelt surges, floods displace millions each year. A single inch of water in your home can cause 10,000 pounds in damages. Globally, floods caused an estimated $82 billion in economic losses in 2021 alone. Now imagine London experiencing a once-in-a-century Thames flood. The tube system shuts down. Commuters are stranded. Historic landmarks like Westminster Abbey could be at risk. Insurance claims skyrocket, and thousands are forced to evacuate. With climate change heating the atmosphere, it can hold more water, meaning heavier rainfall more often. Number 4, wildfires. Now, things start heating up, literally. Wildfires are becoming longer, hotter, and harder to control, especially in places that didn't used to burn, like Siberia. In 2023, Canada's wildfire season alone emitted 1.76 billion tons of CO2, more than the entire UK does in a year. In 2019, Australia's bushfire season caused an estimated $100 billion in damages and health-related costs. Picture wildfires tearing through the outskirts of Sydney, Australia. Smoke blankets the city, hospitals fill with respiratory patients, and entire communities are evacuated. Economic impact? In the billions. Pro tip, if the forest is crispy, maybe don't bring fireworks. Number 5, earthquakes. Now we're shaking things up. Earthquakes are the result of tectonic plates grinding together until, snap, they release built-up stress in the form of seismic waves. The 2023 Turkey-Syria earthquake killed over 50,000 people and measured 7.8 on the Richter scale. In 2011, Japan's Tohoku earthquake and tsunami caused over $235 billion in damage, the costliest natural disaster in history. Imagine a magnitude 8.0 quake hitting Tokyo. Trains stop, buildings sway, and tsunami alerts go off. Despite Japan's high-tech infrastructure, the disruption could last weeks. Economic losses? Easily over $300 billion. For context, a magnitude 8 quake releases 15,000 times the energy of the Hiroshima bomb. Number 6, tsunamis. If earthquakes weren't enough, they can also trigger their oceanic cousin, the tsunami. Tsunamis travel at airplane speeds, up to 500 miles per hour, 800 kilometers per hour, across the ocean. When they reach land, all that energy gets squeezed into a wall of water. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami caused $15 billion in damage and killed over 230,000 people across 14 countries. Imagine a tsunami hitting Jakarta after an undersea quake. Entire coastal districts wiped out, ports closed, and tens of thousands displaced. Recovery would take years. If you're ever at the beach and the water suddenly pulls away from the shore, run, don't selfie, run. Number 7, major volcanic eruption. Now we're getting into the rare planet-altering stuff. A major eruption, like VEI 6 or 7 on the Volcanic Explosivity Index, can eject enough ash to block sunlight, cool the earth, and ruin crops worldwide. Mount Tambora's 1815 eruption led to the year without a summer, snow in June, crop failure, global famine. The 2010 Eyjafjallajökull eruption in Iceland cost the airline industry over $1.7 billion in canceled flights. Imagine a major eruption near Naples, Italy, home to 3 million people and the restless Campi Flegrei caldera. The blast could ground flights across Europe, trigger mass evacuations, and plunge the continent into an economic tailspin. So if your morning cappuccino comes with a side of ash, yeah, maybe leave town. Number 8. Supervolcano/asteroid impact. Welcome to extinction level events. Supervolcanoes like Yellowstone or Toba could theoretically spew 1,000 cubic kilometers of ash, enough to collapse ecosystems and trigger a volcanic winter for years. Estimates suggest a supervolcano eruption could cause up to $3 trillion in global damages, but even that pales in comparison to an asteroid. The asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs released 100 million megatons of energy on impact. That's 2 million times the most powerful nuclear bomb ever tested. Now picture one hitting just outside Mumbai. Shockwaves flatten the city, the coast disappears under tsunamis, global trade collapses overnight. Humanity's survival? Up for debate. Odds of this happening in 2025? Tiny, but not zero. NASA is tracking over 25,000 near-Earth objects, just in case. So let's run that again. Sinkholes, tornadoes, floods, wildfires, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, supervolcanoes, or asteroids. From local disasters to global ones, Earth is full of surprises. The good news? Most of these are very unlikely to happen all at once. The bad news? Climate change is stacking the odds in favor of more frequent, more intense disasters. But hey, at least we've got science and early warning systems, and this video, nature is wild, sometimes terrifying, always fascinating. That's why here on In Theory, if you made it this far, you clearly like thinking about how the world might end, so why not subscribe? We've got more videos on megaquakes, mass extinctions, don't ask yet. Comment below, which of these disasters do you think is most likely this year? Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and stay subscribed.